video basically about, I have a full board like that. So this is one, so it's a 4x6 board that I made a while back ago with all these. It's kind of big city. And so these are all removable, and you kind of see I made some little sidewalks and things that they would sit in so they wouldn't move around. So I wanted to make one now that Kill Team is out for this. So I actually went and bought some boards. I got 5 boards, or they cut them for me out of one big sheet. And then this is kind of going to be the setup. So what I use is I do MDF for this stuff, which is kind of like here, you can kind of see. And then I'm going to score it a little bit so it looks like sidewalk, paint it up, and then put it on there. So I actually already glued this. I did a video before, and the video got messed up. So this is kind of just showing the progress and kind of what the design is. So I tighten up the streets just because it's Kill Team. So these are 3-inch streets. So like this is normally I do 6-inch for my larger board for, like, you know, stompas or something to walk through. And I do the shorter or the smaller streets about 3 inches. So that's what it's going to be. And then basically what I'll end up being able to do is, you know, put these in here so that they fit like that, to kind of give you a rough idea. So all right, cool. Okay, so the next step here that I'm gonna do is basically I line these out into inch things. I have a Dremel, and then basically I'm going to just kind of score them, and then I'm gonna make some like cracks in the thing too, just so it adds a little bit of texture when I color or when I paint it and everything there. So that's basically what we're gonna do. I don't even kind of see, but there's like, I put some cracks and stuff in here, some things like that on there with my Dremel. And then the next thing that I'm gonna do is I got a drill, so like a drill bit here, and I got these washers that are gonna match, and I've drilled a little hole and I'm gonna put those in there for like manhole covers. So, and I'll end up putting like, you know, some around there. So, all right. So the next step I do is obviously I'm just gonna prime this whole thing black. So you can kind of see the stuff there, and you kind of see doing that. I just use like a simple latex, kind of cheap black paint. I feel it works good for the boards. And then that'll be about it. So we'll do that there. This is gonna be a second board that I make that's gonna match, kind of add like a snowboard. So this would be kind of like snow kind of drifts or something like that. And that's just basically wood glue and sand on there. Just wood glue, a bunch of sand. So that'll be my second one. And then I'd painted one that's just black too, that I'm gonna just paint as like a road and have like grass and stuff like that on it also too. Where we're gonna go. So I'm making another board, and I got a Dremel with like this thing here, and basically I'm gonna groove out the stuff so I can paint it so it looks like lava is in there. So that's gonna be one of my other boards there too. Next thing I got is this like blue kind of latex paint. I'm gonna paint this. So I just base coat it kind of blue. This is gonna be the snow style board. So there's a little bit more work on these boards. So basically what I did here is I did some spray paint just to kind of cover what I did with the sand on there that was glued on there. Kind of put that underneath for the snowboard. This one here, I'm just setting up kind of the base. Once again, use some just spray paint to kind of start getting the bases down. This is going to be like a crossroads, so that's kind of the road. A little bit of thing there. Got this here. For a lot of times for my blackboards, I'll spray gray, just kind of like up above it to kind of mist it a little bit. And then now I'm starting to kind of paint in the lava stuff, and then just kind of some basic acrylic paints. And over here, once again, I kind of just sprayed up over there. So I'll end up painting all this. I'll dry brush a little bit, paint those metal, some things like that. So mask this off here a little bit to, I'm gonna just paint some white stripes on there, basically. So that's kind of about it. And go from there. All right, so this is, the boards are basically done. There's a couple like small minor details I'm gonna do, but I'm just gonna kind of show off kind of some of the final results. So kind of see once again how I made these. So in this particular one, which is a City Fight board, it is modular to match my larger board. And then, you know, that's kind of about it. So we could fill some stuff in, some streets and things like that. So, and then I'll show you some of the other ones. So here is a quick little video on that kind of lava style board you can do. So once again, kind of use whatever terrain for this one. I just have that, some of that Sector Mechanicus stuff. So that's it. So this one was just based because I have a snowboard that we do a lot of stuff for, like Frostgrave, and I have so Age of Sigmar and stuff like that. So figured since I had some, I'd just make it, and it'd be kind of cool. We're doing a little campaign, and in part of it is kind of a snowy area too. So, you know, we have just some basic terrain that we can kind of use in these trees. So that's that board, fairly simple. So this one is probably the simplest, and one that I definitely probably need to do some work on it. But I have a larger board, which is up over here, that we use a lot for like orc stuff or different things like that. And it has roads. So all what I basically did is just paint kind of a little bit, so it's mimics like a dirt road, stuff like that. So we use it for different terrain. I have like some trees and stuff like that that I could do for it, or you know, we can, this is kind of some of my orc fort thing, or my like my war rig type deal. But so that's kind of the last little kill team table. So that's it. Hope you enjoy, and you know, a little inspiration. And it was pretty simple to do, and I like them. They're sturdy, and you know, they'd be good for like a game store or something like that too. So alrighty, thank you.